Hello everyone, welcome for today's meditation session. I hope all of you are doing really well. So today we are going to talk about the different types of organs which are associated with Swadhisthana Chakra and which actually give rise to some diseases like blood pressure, like diabetes, all the modern age diseases, heart attack. So we'll talk more about those problems if we don't cleanse our Swadhisthana Chakra. Also in the talk by Mataji, who is the founder of Sahaja Yoga, and she is the one who has given all this knowledge which I am sharing with you today. So as we always do, sit comfortably, remove your shoes, remove your specs. Let's be comfortable and let us start with raising our Kundalini and taking Bandhan.
Now, I have to tell you how to give yourself the kavach to protect yourself. It's very important. And how to raise your Kundalini is very important, very simple. He will show you also. Put your left hand like this in front of you. And the right hand you have to move, the left hand goes straight. So you have to, I'll just show you first of all like this. It goes up onto your head. And here you give it one knot. Now, again we start now properly. We start it from here. Now start moving your left hand upward. For fixing up your Kundalini, put your hand up and give it one knot. Then again the second one. Give it the second knot. Third knot you have to give 3 times. Now again do it, please. One, 2, and 3. Done. Now the kavach. You have to take for your protection every morning. When you go out and before sleeping, you should put your attention here and sleep up. Put the left hand towards me like this. It is 3.5 coils. So how do you give kavach? Put left hand towards me, towards the photograph. Put the right hand like this. I'll show you first. Then raise it like this. Bring it down. This is half. Then again, you take it back. This is 1. Again, you take it. This. Again, you take it back. Is 2. Again, you take it like this. Again, you pick it back. Is 3. And now you take it back only halfway, so 3.5 times. This is bandhan. Is the kavach. Kavach of protection. Also lots of things you learn how to use this power from your hand. Now all those who have felt cool or hot breeze in their hands or out of Fontenay in Bonalia,
Let us put the hands on your lap. Slowly close your eyes. Relax your body. Place both the hands on Mother Earth. With full humility and compassion towards the Mother Earth. We'll pray, O Mother, please give us the permission to start today's meditation. O Mother Kundalini and O Lord Sri Ganesha, please help us in today's meditation. O Lord Ganesha, please remove all my fears and remove all the obstacles which is coming in my spiritual ascent. Please awaken the power of innocence within me. Let me be innocent like a small child. Let me be fearless like a small child. And let me be forgiving like a small child. We'll bring back our left hand on our lap, right hand towards the Mother Earth. When we place our left hand on the lap, which means we are asking Divine, we are asking Mother Kundalini, we are asking Shri Mataji to clean my left side. So, but just by placing your hand very humbly, opening your hands, we are asking for that clearance. We are asking for that blessing of the left side clearance by the Divine. O Holy Mother, please bless me with the power of Mahakali, with the power of joy. Please bless my left side, my left channel, which is the channel of existence. Without this, we cannot exist. Which is the channel of desire of the God Almighty. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahakali Namo Namaha. O Mother, please awaken the Mahakali principle, which will remove all my unnecessary emotions, unnecessary desires, all the past thoughts, all my past memories, which are not needed for me, which are nothing but hurting me. Please remove them in the Mother Earth. Now we'll place our right hand on the lap and left hand towards the ether, the sky element. This is the channel of action, the channel which represents our future, the channel through which we think about our future, through which we plan about our future. So when we overdo this, we overplan, we overthink, this channel gets heated up. And when it gets heated up, we get an imbalance. So we'll pray to the Shakti, the power of Mahasaraswati, to remove all the heat, all the imbalances, all the overactivity, overplanning, overthinking of my right side into the sky element. Oh Mother, please cleanse my right side. Please remove all the heat from my liver, all the over responsibilities, all the harshness, all the dominance, all the aggression, and all the ego into the ether element. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahasaraswati Namo Namaha. We'll bring back our left hand on our lap. Both the hands on your lap. Try to observe yourself, your hands. Are you still restless? Are you still thinking about your past? Are you still emotional? Are you still futuristic? We'll watch ourselves. Let us place our right hand on our forehead. And we'll forgive all the thoughts which are coming up right now. We'll place our right hand on our forehead. And we'll ask, "Oh Mother, please give me the power of forgiveness to forgive everyone, to forgive the situation, to forgive my own self, and to forgive others. Please give me that power, the strength to forgive everyone." Mother, I want to forgive everyone, including my own self. I forgive. I forgive. I forgive. We'll say the Bij mantra for the Agya chakra. Hum Sham Hum Sham Hum Sham Hum Sham Mother, I surrender all my thoughts at the divine lotus feet. I surrender my ego. I surrender my conditionings. Mother, I surrender everything at your lotus feet. Now we'll place our right hand on our heart. Try to feel the heartbeat. Try to listen them. Try to listen to your heart. Once we surrender ourselves to the divine take over. All your problems, all our tensions. Which means we achieve the detachment. Detachment from our bad attention, from our bad emotions, which are either dragging us into left or right. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Atma Paramatma Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Atma Paramatma Namo Namaha. Om त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री आत्मा परमात्मा नमो नमः। Bring back your right hand on your lap. Both hands on your lap. Mother, please give me the state of thoughtless. Mother, please help me and to enter into the realm of the God's kingdom. We listen to a talk by Mataji, the founder of Sahaja Yoga.
I bow to all the seekers of truth. I'm happy you all are enjoying this music and this dancing. And about these artists, I have to say that after coming to Sahaja Yoga at a very young age, they achieved such mastery. Because when the Kundalini rises, as I told you, she enriches your centers. The center about which I was going to talk to you today is the center of creativity, which looks after your power of action, physical and mental. This power of action moves on the right side of the spinal cord and coming to the optic chiasm, it crosses over, passes to the left side and creates an institution called ego. The institution of ego is a myth. What we do is to get something dead, like some trees dead, so make some platform or some furniture. We take some stones and make a hall, and we think we have done a great job. Actually, what we have done is to reconstruct the dead. But while doing it, we get the feeling that we have done it something. That is how our ego develops. This channel on the right hand side caters to your future. So those people who plan too much, think too much, exhaust the energy of this center, because this center has the first responsibility to convert the fat cells in the stomach for the use of the brain, which is overused, to make them into grey cells. So when you start thinking too much, it has to work more for this very important function. When it starts working for one function, the other functions are neglected. And the other functions are, it has to cater, to nourish, or to give energy to your liver, to your pancreas, to your spleen, to your kidneys, and part of your intestine. So, once you start neglecting these organs, first your liver suffers. Means the function of liver gets limited. The function of the liver basically is to absorb the heat of the body, which is the poison, and allow it to permeate into the bloodstream. But the energy is so limited that it cannot function properly. So this center starts neglecting liver, and liver then cannot get rid of all the heat of the body. So the heat starts flowing upward. When it starts flowing upward, then there's a center, what we call as the right heart, which gets affected. People develop a disease called asthma with it. Also they develop the disease, what we call as a massive heart attack on the left-hand side, when the heat reaches there. They also can develop a paralysis of the right side when it reaches the brain. The vulnerability is there. And then it is triggered somehow by the left side action maybe. Such people are futuristic. They go on planning for the future. The future doesn't exist. Only the present is the truth. But they go on planning about future, waste their energies, and ultimately find that all their plans fail. One must know the divine plan. If you know the divine plan, then you don't have to plan, because you know the divine is already planning for you everything. When you understand after realization that everything is done by Paramachaitanya, by this all-pervading power, by this Ruh, then you do not think that you are doing something. Moreover, as I told you, when the Kundalini rises through the Sahaja Chakra, both these institutions of ego and superego are sucked in, so there is no ego. So you become egoless. So your karmas or your duties or your so-called work you have done become akarmas. Then you don't talk like this, that I have done this, I have done that. They say, oh, it's rising, it's happening, it's working out. To start speaking in the third person. Even sometimes children you will find, they talk like that. This little boy won't go because it is obstinate. They'll talk about themselves. If you notice, if they are realized schools, they talk like that, in the third person. So you become a third person. And nourishment to this energy, to this center comes through your realization. As the Kundalini is connected to the mains, as a result, you get into balance. You are in thoughtless awareness. Somebody has asked me about the thinking yesterday. So the thought arises from the past or from the future. As we have a capacity to react because of the construction of our body as a prism. It's a little scientific thing, but if you listen to some of my lectures, you'll understand what I mean. Now what happens when you see something, you react. Anything you see, you react. You see this carpet, you'll react. You will see this mic, you'll react. You'll think something about it. So a thought comes either from the future or from the past, and there's a wave of thought coming and going, again thought coming and going. It comes and disappears. In between these thoughts, there's a little space, which is the present. But if I say you pay attention to yourself, to your present, you cannot. Unless and until you are a realized soul. So when the Kundalini rises, these thoughts they lean out, means they become thin. When they become thin, the space in between increases, and that's how you become thoughtlessly aware. So the thinking is minimized. Then the liver doesn't have to do all the time the job of converting your fat cells into grey cells. It comes into balance. Then the second one is the pancreas. That is neglected too. In a person who is futuristic, who thinks too much, plans too much, that also becomes neglected. Now, the function of the pancreas is to absorb the sugar into bloodstream in a proper way. But because it is neglected, it has a very limited energy, it cannot function, so you get diabetes. Because of too much thinking, you get diabetes. As I told you yesterday that in India, if you have to give tea to someone, be careful if he's from a village. Because in the village, you have to put so much sugar that the spoon should stand at right angles, otherwise it's no tea for them. And they never get diabetes. Never get diabetes. Diabetes is the headache of the people who sit on chairs, write, think, worry, and are time bound. All such people get diabetes. They are futuristic, egoistical, arrogant, hot-tempered. And such people get also heart attacks, which are of a massive nature. The left heart is connected in a way. When there's too much of exertion on the physical side, also one can get heart attack. The another type of heart attack one gets is a angina. That's due to some other reason. That's due to the lethargic heart. So now we have another problem which is very serious, is that of the spleen. Spleen is the speedometer. It's the one that gives us rhythm. If we are rhythmic in life, spleen keeps all right. But we are very hectic. And the function of the spleen is to create red blood corpuscles whenever there is an emergency. So the way we are always under a shock. Early in the morning you get up, what do you see? You read the newspaper, horrid news. I mean, newspapers have to give horrid news. They never give good news, you know. They say we don't want to say if some plane has landed safely. But if there's a disaster, so many have died, killed in action, murders, horrible things, naturally you get a shock. Because you are a human being. And in a subconscious, you feel. In the unconscious area, you get the jerk. There's a shock. Then you start the day in a hectic way. You are time bound, you have to rush, you can't take your breakfast, you just take something, grab. Rush to the car or maybe on anything, and then you find a jam. In modern days, everything keeps you on attention. Then you reach the office, the boss is getting angry with you because you are late. As it is, I don't know how much work we really produce. Only the mess we have created in this world, I think, much more in the modern times than much work. We cannot have people like Mozart nowadays. We can't have anyone like Michelangelo. We cannot have any artists who can create beautiful things. We do not have beautiful buildings now, horrible plastics. We cannot have beautiful artistic clothes. Everything is becoming plastic, and for which we are working so very hard to create plastic mountains. All this leads to tensions. So we become tense. And the tensions go on increasing as this ego increases, covers all your head. And you go into tension. But the worst thing that happens to you, that this spleen, which is the one responsible for keeping the rhythm of your life, goes hectic and becomes crazy. It doesn't understand what sort of a personality you are. Sometimes you rush to that, sometimes you rush to that. There's no rhythm in your life.
Let us meditate on music. Let us collectively raise our Kundalini and take Bandhan. Thank you everyone for joining me. See you next Sunday.